morning, day 64 in China is over. We are in Taihu, a pretty nice place. And the thing I want to talk to you today about is when you go abroad, maybe that country's culture and customs might be different from your culture and customs. And some culture customs might take you a little longer to get used to because they're not what you're used to. So for me in China, the thing that's taking me the longest to get used to is the lack of lines and the lack of queues. Everyone just crowds, and just in a big crowd, they try to get what they want, and whoever gets it, gets it. The problem with that system is that when you crowd, then usually the biggest person gets it, because the biggest person can just shift their weight, do this a couple of times, get people out of the way, and get it. And I'm like the size of a couple Chinese people, so I always get it. That system benefits me the most, but I feel bad having to like push people out of the way and like hurt some people as I go through them. I don't hurt anybody, maybe emotionally, but I do manage to like get what I want on a fairly consistent basis because I'm just bigger. And so, not a very nice system, but that's how they do it here in China. Story time. In the subway, usually, in other places, I think, people line up in two lines where the subway door is going to be. When the subway appears, the door opens. People from the inside of the subway come out. People lined up on the outside, they come into the empty spot that was made by the people coming out. But in China, I think they want a seat really bad, so they just rush in. They just rush in, they don't wait. And so there's this like commotion in the middle, and then it gets figured out eventually. I didn't know this system, so I was coming from the airport, I believe. I had a suitcase with me, a big suitcase. And when my stop came and I wanted to come out, these people just rush in. And I managed to get out, but my suitcase was still back there. So I kind of just pull it out. And along come like 10 Chinese people with me. And they just get like thrown onto the floor because I kind of just pull them out. And we exchanged this like conversation where I'm like, it doesn't have to be this way. And they were like, yes, it does. And I was like, well, you can just line up and be like everyone else. No one has to get hurt. And they're like, no, this is the way we do it. This is the path we have chosen. True story. We might have not said all of that, but we meant it through our glances and our conversations. Our glances. I was like, why? They're like, because. I was like, okay. They're like, mm-hmm. True story. So, gotta get used to that. 再见。